I'm Dr. Neha Jagtiani, the principal of RD National College. I'm basically a double gold medalist at MCOM level from University of Mumbai and from Sydenham College. I joined RD National College in 1996. In 2015, I was made the vice principal. I was the education committee coordinator for Indian Merchant Chambers. I did my PhD in advertising strategies of the telecom industry, which was published by a German publisher, and it's in the National Library of Germany, and it was released by noted ad guru Piyush Pandey. Post that, I was also on the board of studies of VTY College. I've been sent for an educators delegation by the governor to UK and Australia. I've also received during COVID times the Governor's Award for being a COVID warrior. I've also received the Ministry of Youth Affairs Outstanding Contribution to Education Lifetime Achievement Award. Our college boasts of the DBT Star status, which is a 1.9 crore grant for 6 science departments. We got A grade in 3 years, and so we were given 1.9 crore star status grant by Department of Biotechnology, Government of India for undergraduate research. Additionally, we are also in the Institute Innovation Council governing body member. We've been given a 5-star rating under MHRD Ministry. And today we are a mentor college to other mentee institutes in Maharashtra. Last year, our college had the distinction of getting the best college in University of Mumbai out of 876 colleges all over Maharashtra. And we were also given the best NSS unit, the best NSS program officer, and the best NSS volunteer in the government of Maharashtra. Additionally, I am also on the NEP steering committee, school education, under the government of Maharashtra Ministry of School Education. I was made in charge of 2 subcommittees, and that is, I was made in charge of 2 subcommittees. One is to liaison with the international schools, SSE schools, also the CBSE schools. Also, I was given the charge to look at the educational experiments of NGOs which can be adopted in the NEP steering committee. So this is just a little brief background, and as we talk, I'm sure a lot of more things would also come. Basically, now the curriculum will be more skill-based learning and a holistic development of the students. One of the biggest highlights is that the student does not have to get fit into one compartment. So for example, there's an interdisciplinary approach. A student of science can also pursue a subject in psychology. A student of commerce will also have an interest in physics. So it's basically the entire endeavor of the national education policy is to emphasize on critical thinking, creativity, and innovation. For example, our own students, like I was telling you about IIC, our own students are working on a lot of projects like portable head mouse for Divyang students. They are working on portable head mouse for people who don't have hands. They are working on sign to speech converter for Divyang students. So this entire endeavor of national education policy is to encourage the creative thinking and the lateral thinking of the students, and make accept the new teaching methods. It's a very learner-centric kind of education where you have students are the focus of the learning. Also, this will benefit our students by preparing them better for future challenges, and comprehensive planning and training will be given to educators. We are a college, so we are a higher education institute. So like I said, I myself work on the school education. What they have done is they have called Saturday as a free day for students. So this Saturday becomes like an activity day, and all education is taking place through playway method. Also, additionally, we have focused on role play. There's no point teaching them history and making them mug it up. If they do the role play, it's a good idea. On Saturday in schools, they are going to introduce it as a no curriculum day, which encourages yoga. It encourages this child to not have any kind of pressures. Having said that, when we are looking at college, I feel the education has to be there has to be a close linkage between academia and industry. What we do in our college is that this is something that I learned when I traveled to UK universities in Australia. Here in India, when a student graduates at TY level, third year level, he or she thinks about what are they going to do after this. Whereas in UK, in the first student takes admission, they ask them to write their resume as to where they see themselves 3 years from now. So then the industry comes, evaluates their resume and tells the student feedback about what they are lacking. So the student has 3 years to pick up the skills that they are lacking. So we have example in our college, from the first year itself, we have resume building, we have skill building sessions, we have sessions for interviews, soft skills, etc. And finally, in the third year, first year and second year, we encourage them to take internships. We have regular guest lectures. And in the final year, we have an annual career conclave where we invite companies from biotechnology, mass media, information technology, banking, finance, every field to come and employ our students. This scheme has worked very successfully and most of our students have got placements through this method. I think one of the most important things is, of course, the government has been training. There are regular training workshops. But like I said, nowadays we focus on learner-centric education. So in fact, we learn so much from the students. And they are the ones, they know so much of technology, they're so good with social media, etc. So what has happened in this entire scenario is that gap between teacher being a very, having a very kind of bossing or trying to impart education by forcing them is gone. One of the things the school education minister mentioned was, let's not do away with the good practices. For example, we learned on our knuckles 31 days and 30 days, Jan, Feb, March, etc. So let's not do away with that. We know tables by heart. So that's why we don't need a calculator for simple calculations, which the next generation finds it difficult. So the good has still been implemented or has continued to remain in the school education syllabus. But as far as teachers are concerned, I think now the time has come that you work as a team. So you have to, because at the press of a button, Google is giving you all the answers. Former Prime Minister of India, Dr. Manmohan Singh, addressing an IIT convocation, said, "We are drowning in the sea of information and starved of real knowledge. Everyone knows everything, but no one knows anything." Google has all the answers, but the important thing is, do we have the right questions? And I fully agree. At the press of a button, a student can get all the information. But where the difference is made is the teacher is going to give them knowledge which is going to help them. And that's what this entire endeavor of national education policy is, to encourage the student to start thinking logically, to encourage that the student is going ahead with logical thinking and creative ability. And that's one of the most important features of this. It is they say the best way of learning is by doing. So it's a very project-based, skill-based education where the learner as well as the facilitator, I won't even call it a teacher, a facilitator, are both working towards the goals that have been set for the students. I have a few things. The time has gone. You can't give any lectures to your student, to your child. I think it's all by example. And the main thing is that you have to trust your upbringing, trust what you have, and honesty is the best policy. Today's student has so much exposure. I think it's too soon. Right from school, they're exposed to so much in television, in their mobile phones. You can't stop the influx of information. But what you have to do is, as a parent, as a facilitator, always play on on their strengths, encourage them, motivate them, and trust that they will be doing their best. And just like our parents gave us the upbringing, which at that time we may probably have argued, and the favorite line of every youngster is bang the door and say, "It's my life." But 20 years later, we realize what our parents did and was so correct. So you have to just trust, just keep telling them the right things, keep doing it by example, and ultimately every student is going to find their way. Just trust that and make sure that you're always there for them and motivate them. I always treat my students as a team. They give me the best ideas, and I have no hang-ups or no hassles in accepting that they teach me so many things. I learn every day. It's a two-way process. So very important to, and they're so smart, they have so much of exposure. All you need to do is just encourage them, motivate them, and you're going to see that that seed is going to become a plant and is going to become a very successful tree. With a very famous line, don't be pushed by the fears in your mind, but be led by the dreams in your heart. If people doubt how far you can go so far that you can't hear them anymore. Thank you so much. See, during COVID times, the governor